strut my stuff and I'm so strung out. Well, I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. Body beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. Strut my stuff and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might start to check you out. And when I'm walking, I strut my stuff and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might start to check you out. And body beats, I stain my sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. Walking, I strut my stuff and I'm so strung out. Well, I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on, like I blister in the sun. Let me go on, big hands, I know you're the one. Jerry.
You have no audio, TJ. Unmute yourself on OBS. We can hear you in here, but I'm not getting you on the stream.
Can you hear us? Who of us can hear? Toonie said he heard me.
Yeah, you still have no sound on the stream. I'm checking right now. Adam and I can be heard. You are mute on stream.
He's trying, everybody. He is trying.
We're working on it, folks. We're doing it live.
Hi. Testes, testes. Can you hear me now? I think we should be good because I can see my bar moving again. Testes.
Yay!
All right.
There we go. I just heard you on
Now
playback.
you have audio on the stream.
Yes! Fuck you, changing things around. Sorry, guys. I fucking changed on the office this weekend because I redid the floors, and apparently when I unplugged everything and replugged it back in and repositioned shit, it decided it was going to fuck with all my settings. I noticed that the other day, and I knew I should have done a fucking test run this weekend when I had the chance, but I said fuck it. We're doing it live.
It's ironic. I had almost the exact same problem, but with video instead of audio when I did my Joe Luminaries earlier.
Yeah, for those of you who are wondering when I said I redid the office floors this weekend, these are the new floors in the office.
It's fucking slick.
So, we're slowly getting there, one piece at a time. No, So as I was saying earlier, hello to everybody. I see Jerry's out there, Giz is out there, Lord Wrench is in the house, Attitooni's out there, Alban, Hobag, Wombatsky, Bone Jay's out there. Oop, there's no Joe. I don't know who the fuck that is. Happy Hippie's out there. Harmony's in the house. Church. Big G. How's everybody's week been? How's everybody's last week as I wasn't here? How did everybody's last week go? Did you guys have a good week?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Just chilling. Waiting on the U.S. Postal Service to get their shit together.
Well, keep on waiting, because God knows
I
that's
know.
not going to be fixed anytime soon.
Yeah, I ordered concentrates from Zippy in Canada, and they got out of Canada, like, with a fucking quickness. And then it took, like, 2 weeks to get here from San Francisco.
Well,
I
of
was like,
course it did.
God damn it. But I got them.
Yeah. Last week, like I said, last week didn't have a show because Thursday morning at 3:45, I was out on the water on Lake Michigan for about 5 hours till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And we did not get one bite trolling for that entire time. No fish on the boat. All we got tossed around was like a fucking bobber out in the middle of the water. About 4 or 5 foot waves, and that was more than enough for me for that long. Fucking terrible fishing. Thursday came home, kind of tried to get some sleep after it was done. Didn't work. Friday Friday I was still fucking tired from being up at 2:30 in the morning on fucking Thursday. Nice, a little bubbly.
Bubbly.
Meter's mic's muted right now. That's why you can't hear him.
What are you? Some kind of alien creature or something?
Greg, you're right. We were out in 200 foot of water and still nothing. They just weren't having any of it, which is all right. I mean, they don't call it catching; they call it fishing for a reason. So, I mean,
That's right. You do way more fishing than you do catching usually.
that's all right. Normally, I would have had like a beer or something, but I'm not drinking beer at 3:45 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely not when I had to drive.
Winter's time. Being
that far out away from land, I was like, yeah, if something with the amount of wake that they had out there with the waves, I was like, there's no way that I want to go swimming in that stuff. It was funny. My old man got seasick. That was fun. Oh. Mike, thanks for letting me know you can't hear me. We should be fixed now from what everybody says, though. Yeah.
Also, my mic settings were actually turned down really low. I didn't realize that, and I just checked them, and they should be good now. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you sound good now.
There you go. Not like a fart in the wind anymore.
I will be back shortly. I have to talk to a devil about some lettuce real quick.
You're supposed to do that before the show, like a Boy Scout, and be prepared.
I was trying, but somebody was having technical difficulties.
I'm not going to talk. I didn't before. I'm going to take.
What do you mean? My technical difficulties were while we were live.
It's not always about you, TJ.
Gosh, you're so vain, like the song.
That's right. That song was about me, I'll have you know.
You probably think the show is about you.
Huh. Weird. So what the hell you guys got going on out there in Chatland?
Shetland. Anything exciting? Can't hear me? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Everyone always yells at me and says that this microphone on this laptop is way too fucking loud, so...
Yeah, and I didn't adjust any of your guys' audio settings. Yours is just fine.
Maybe I just have it sorted out, that's all. I think it's just a good thing. I'm also used to this, and it's very sensitive, so I'm usually down here. Forget that I can actually talk like my normal speaking volume.
Oh,
So let's get loud in this motherfucker, everybody!
there we go. Don't wake them up.
Apologies, headphone users.
Yeah, they'll be alright.
Oh, this is the bomb.
Giz, have you caught anything this week? Because I know that's all you do during the summer is fish and ride your bike, so. What's happening, Putt Putt? Welcome, welcome.
Yo. Channel cats.
Alright, Mr. Tooney, how are ya? Beard and mosquito netting, yeah. What did I do on Saturday? Went out and played bags with the neighbors. Yeah, was being all sorts of Midwestern this weekend.
Nothing wrong with that.
And Sunday we ran around fucking doing a bunch of errands. Nothing exciting. And then back to fucking work this week. That was a kick in the fucking teeth after having 4 days off.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel it this week because I got 3 days off in a row. I requested Sunday off because my birthday's on Saturday, so just in case I did any, consumption of alcoholic beverages, that I would be clear and not have to work at 5 o'clock in the morning after doing such things. And she ended up giving me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So
Nice. You got a whole party weekend ahead of you.
yeah, right. It's too bad I don't really party anymore.
Yeah,
I don't drink that much anymore. Like 3 beers gets me feeling all right. I don't need to drink anymore. So
that does make things a little funny though when that happens.
maybe we'll have 4. Live on the edge.
Well, at that point, you have 3 beers and a whiskey, and you're good.
Oh no. Hard liquor and Adam are not friends anymore.
This is no.
I gave that up a couple years back. No more blackouts.
That's me. I stopped drinking beer almost altogether. I'll have one here or there.
That's all I drink now.
Although I did find a new vice the other weekend when we went camping. What the hell is it? The Arnold Palmer lemonades that Arizona sells.
Oh yeah.
There is a spiked version.
Mm.
Spiked version, fantastic. Dangerous when it's hot out though.
Oh, for sure. You're chugging them.
Oh yeah, and there's no carbonation in it, so it's just
Jeez.
like a regular one. You just
Yeah, that's what fucking Leinenkugel's summer shandy. I'll drink a case of those in like an hour. No
Oh.
problem. Because they're so delicious and they don't taste like beer.
no, they don't. Those ones are
You forget you're drinking beer.
until you go to stand up off your stool, and then you go, "Oh, what the fuck did I do?"
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Fun. The new summertime vice is going to be those spiked Arnold Palmers, coming in at a heavy like 5.5% or something like that.
Meter said. At first, it's maybe 4 beers, and the next thing you know, you're punching clowns. That may be a possibility if Jeff's here. I hope he comes by. I'm putting out an open invitation for anybody who just wants to stop by and hang out in the garage. I'll probably be jamming out or whatever without drums, just acoustically or whatever.
I would gladly come down, but now I would have to quarantine for 14 days before I can even party. Fucking ridiculous.
It's terrible.
But, yeah. I get it. Makes
I
sense.
suppose.
Ooh, a Boilermaker? It's been a while since I've had a Boilermaker. Not since I worked in the bar.
What that is that like a? It's like a whiskey and a beer or something.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Shot in a beer.
Yep, just fucking chug it all in one shot and call her a day.
I used to like Irish car bombs.
I drank so many of those when
That was my jam for a while.
way back in the day when Fresh was still drinking. We were in the army down in Fort Polk. We used to go to this little Irish pub, and I swear to God, there was nights we tried to drink them out of Irish car bombs. Because all we'd be drinking all night is pints of Guinness and fucking Irish car bombs all night long.
Yeah, once I discovered I actually liked Guinness, I was like, oh shit, I like Guinness. Let's try this.
Yes.
Because it's definitely an acquired beer. It doesn't taste like beer. You know what I'm saying? It's
No,
got that
and
thick,
it's thick, yeah. That's the big...
mealy. It's like a meal in a beer, and it's not super like effervescent.
Dude, that's the literal epitome of a pork chop in a bottle.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta put the Blue Moon in with it. It's
Like,
A little black and tan, a little Guinness, and a little bit of Harp. Yeah.
right.
That's one thing I haven't ventured into yet. Homebrewed beer. I'd like to give it a go. I mean, we do a lot of other shit around here, but between pickling and making sauerkraut and some other shit, maybe that's the next step. Maybe it is time for homebrewed beer. Maybe I need... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go get myself a copper still.
That'd be the way to go.
I'm gonna start making myself some fucking White Lightning here. Some of that old fucking make yourself go blind if you're not careful shit.
I mean, technically, it makes you a craft distillery.
This is true. I could probably use some of the stuff we're growing in our garden to make it self-sustainable.
Hops are apparently really easy to grow, too. They get that from their cousin.
or you can just order them from Bull City.
Yeah, well, that
Because
too, yeah.
you can literally order like everything to make beer
Oh,
from
yeah,
Bull City now.
yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
So they got the full brewer's kits available. I saw that.
Yeah. It was like, wow, man. If I had more time and patience, I would totally get into that. Apparently, one of Socorro's sons brews some IPAs and some quality ales.
Nice.
So hopefully, get to try one of those one of these days.
Nice.
He's into fancies.
I need to stick a batch of honey meat up in the attic. By the time it starts cooling off, that'll be ready, and then fresh honey meat is
Nice. Speaking of fresh,
right. Fresh is the best. I told you.
Fucking ears were burning over there.
Right.
What'd you guys say about
we were just talking about your affinity for Irish car bombs back in the day.
Oh, okay. I didn't really like Irish car bombs all that much.
I did drink a lot of them, though.
I did. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean I'm gonna drink it.
Yeah, exactly. I hated Budweiser back in the day, but my like 3 of my band members, that's what they would buy. So it's like, well, when in Rome,
Yeah.
do as the idiots do and fucking guzzle butt wipers and have diarrhea for 2 days.
I think that's how most musicians end up drinking PBR. It's not that anybody really likes it. It's that somebody brings a bunch of it, and you're like, well, it's here.
Yep.
Exactly.
Can't turn down a free one. Yeah.
Right. Next thing you know, you're a case deep, and somebody's gonna go get the next one, and you're already drinking it. So fucking might as well just keep going. And
Oh yeah, it goes like that for
7
any
weeks
beer.
later,
that
you're
comes
on
in
Warped Tour. And
anything that comes in 30 packs of
So-
cans.
Oh yeah, and I get a 30-pack at the shop at 3 in the morning.
Oh, that one's 5.5% as opposed to 5. Let's grab that one.
Yeah, let's grab an ice. Let's grab a
Oh,
pint
yeah.
of ice.
Fucking Ice
Keys-
House.
Keystone Ice or Ice House, yeah.
Ice House.
Fucking ice sauce. Ooh.
No, I had
There's
one.
no way this could go wrong.
I could not take more than 1 sip off of it. I wanted to try it just to see if it was like as bad as I remember, and oh yeah, it's bad.
Ice House gave me the
So sweet.
shit.
It is so sweet.
it's not good, yeah.
Gregory, studies go all right, man. I'm doing logs right now, so functions and relationships, and
Yeah.
that's right. That's right, Ivana.
Getting into the fun stuff.
This is the fun stuff.
Yeah. I'm saying that very loosely.
At least, like the easy part about functions, you're like, okay, does everything have like do all of the points do something differently? If they do it differently, it's a function. That's it. That's all you have to think about. Like that part's easy. When you start getting into solving for relationships, and you're like, it's squaring everything, and you forgot to. You're doing the math, and it's like, oh well, you forgot to square both sides. I'm like, I did square both sides, you motherfucker.
Shit.
Apparently, I'm wrong about the square of this.
I don't see that shit at all. So let me ask you this: when you're doing functional notation, do you draw the F with the fancy little 2 hooks on it, or do you just draw it?
No, I do a square with an F in it.
Ah, see, I always do a fancy little script F.
No, you did you're one of the fancy pants ones.
Not me. I drew that shit like it was on the calculator in the square and be done with it.
Yeah. Yeah, Feng Shui. That's exactly what I'm doing, guys. Oh, Giz, it's good seeing you, brother. I love you. Good seeing you, man.
Fucking fantastic.
Dick.
Oh, I had a situation like that as well, church, where a friend's band was sponsored by Jaeger. So the Jaeger girls would come out to all of the shows whenever we'd play with them. The Jaeger girls would be there just handing out free shots and T-shirts and wristbands and boobs and whatnot. It was great.
Oh, and they had their ice cold Jaeger machine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When I used to dabble with that stuff, oof, that's another one.
Ice cold
Bad
Jaeger.
nights. Bad nights.
That's one of the few nasty liquors that I can actually drink warm and not have a problem with it. I'd rather have it warm than cold.
I guess.
But then there was always Sambuca, which was Jaeger on steroids.
Dude, that shit's like fucking cough syrup thick.
Yeah.
I love me some Sambuca. I would rather have Sambuca than Jaeger.
My
dad used to love that shit.
My little sister set herself on fire with Sambuca.
Oh, Jesus.
Because you light it on fire, put it out, and then take your shot. She didn't quite get it all out.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, and then it goes.
Yep.
I've ended up with my hand on fire before doing that too, because I put the coaster
Popping
down,
the
but
top of it, yeah.
I hit it too hard, and a little gets on my finger, and then when I shake it, my hand goes up, and I'm Human Torch, but I'm half drunk, so it's cool.
Slam on,
And you said the exact words. You have to be half drunk to drink Sambuca.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sambuca is not something you start the evening with. Like, that's, like, it's never a really good idea.
Well, I guess we'll do
through
some
the
stuff.
evening to make shit go crazy.
Yeah, that's an into the nighter. It's kind of like drinking Rumble Mints. That's the last thing you put down.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's how Tour de Franzia sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. And then it ends
It's a quick
everybody's
way to
night.
shut a party down. Real quick way.
And I think we were having such a good time until that point.
Yeah.
Probably like 12% alcohol.
Yeah.
Dude, can you say circle of puking?
Yeah.
And everybody in the same circle just... Bleh. What's really great?
That sounds like something that was originally Malcolm's idea for some reason.
No, that was Causey Parker.
That was Parker's idea?
Yeah, because he came from that frat house
Yeah, it's true, he did.
mentality of we can either start the night or end the night this way. We ended up ending the night that way. Terrible idea. The worst part is, me and Malcolm woke up the next morning and one of us, we don't know which one, painted the bathroom in puke everywhere. The wall, the shower, the tub, the fucking toilet. It was everywhere.
Always bad when you wake up to that. It's even worse when you wake up and you don't know if you did it or not.
Yeah, neither one of us knew. That was the problem.
Everybody was puking at that point.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Fucking gnarliness.
Yeah. 2 bags of Franzia, 2 circles of people, everybody's puking.
I had one of those puke parties one time where I woke up without my shirt on, and I found my shirt in the like little waste paper basket in the room that they threw me in to pass out in, covered like just puke in my shirt. God damn it.
Yeah, Vega, I wouldn't call it a night to remember. That was the night everything was forgotten.
The night everyone tries to remember.
Yeah, that was a stupid night. I remember I was trying to keep up with this girl, trying to impress her, and she kept handing me shots and whatnot. And the next thing I know, I'm fucking waking up in like some random room, like, oh, stop this room from spinning.
Greg, that's the only time a pickled egg is good, is with beer, and you better be already half in the bag at that point. You couldn't pay me enough to eat a pickled egg while I'm sober.
Fuck no. I'd punch you for offering me one.
Good
What is wrong?
doctor.
We were friends. Pow.
What's
Good
that?
doctor. Yeah, there's so many bad Army nights. Some of them turned out a lot of fun, but man, there's a lot of bad ones.
There was. More than
Whose turn is it to watch Frank the Tank?
who can stay up that long? That's the question.
What's up, motherfuckers?
I remember coming
Look at
home
me. Look at me.
Oh God.
always with the fucking pulled down eyelid.
Yeah, with the hey, listen to me. Look at me.
I'm surprised, as hammered as he was when he did that, he never fucked his eyes up, never poked himself in the eye where he scratched his
Nope.
cornea or anything.
Nope. Old Scott Mondak. Dude about my size. Littler dude. But he could pack it in
It's,
like nobody else.
yeah. I remember coming home from work at like, was it 8:39 in the morning because I worked a third shift one night. And here he is dragging his cooler with wheels. He meets me.
Looking for someone to drink with. Yep.
He meets me in the fucking, on the sidewalk in the parking lot of the hospital still.
Yeah.
Hey, TJ. Look at me.
Alright.
You want to have a drink with me? I'm like, dude, I just got off work. I'm still in my uniform at this point.
Yeah.
He goes,
Go get changed. It'll be cool.
yep, that's exactly how that came out too. I'm like, it's 9:30 it's 9 o'clock in the morning, dude. I know, I've been up all night. Of course you have. Go get some sleep before Top finds your ass.
Cool, me and Top were playing horseshoes a minute ago.
Yeah, that dude was, he was a trip. Good, he was a good cat though, I'll give him that.
Yeah, Scotty Dizzle. I get a call from him every once in a while. He'll give me a call just to see how life's going. He's doing good. He's actually doing really well.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, he apparently bicycles everywhere now too. After me and him had a conversation about it one night. Dude, I got rid of my car too. Ride my bike like 10, 15 miles a day. I'm like, good dude, good job, man. Like, life-changing, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I quit drinking, I'd probably lose a bunch of weight. I feel good. All right, dude. Yeah, I guess he's working as like a party planner and something else.
That seems
What
fitting.
the other job he was doing, but yeah, party planners, the Dizzle, yeah. Like the dude couldn't have stumbled into anything better for himself.
No. So he'll make sure people have a good time until 10 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah.
Until the last one falls.
Oh, and I remember getting dizzled. I started that saying.
Oh
I
yeah.
got dizzled. What happened? Came home. I know that I had 6 beers in the fridge waiting for me after work. Came home, there's none. None in my fridge. My roommate got in there. I got dizzled.
Malcolm used to do that shit to me too. Except for he'd leave up fucked up notes in the fridge with it. And one fucking time I come home, this is for Hezbollah. I'm like, the fuck, dude?
Hey, what the hell? No, at least Scotty Diz will be like, hey, dude, I'm sorry. Here's $20. Go get a case. We'll drink. Like, fuck. All right.
All right, off to the shop bed I go.
Yeah, I'll be back. I know why you did it. You did it so that someone would go get beer.
He's thinking ahead.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I bet Mrs. Stu calls it getting gizzled. Gizzard Stu's down there keistering beers back up to the computer room.
Fucking with his little waddle. Fucking trying to squeeze cheeks to keep it there.
So you can hear the little ting 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 beers. One in the hand, one in the keister. Yeah, that's good times. Good times. I miss Scotty Dizzle. It's good. Great taste in music. That dude got great taste in music.
Yeah.
Just come home and he'd just be punk rocking out. It's like, come on, dude, let's go. That's how you give yourself away, guys. Chuckling up the stairs.
He's fucking good.
The whole way up there.
Thinking you got away with something.
You watching cartoons?
Yeah, right. Is that wacky racist?
Yeah. Exactly. Is that wacky racist? Is that Muttley?
Dick Dastardly.
Oh shit, well, I'm thinking about it. Wanted to give you guys an update on the school supply shit that's going on.
Oh,
here.
okay.
Alright. All of these boxes that are in the kitchen. Let's see. Of course, the sunlight from the window is fucking washing it out. But over here, that's our, oops. That's the door going outside. So it's up well past the doorknob. All these boxes just loaded with school supplies.
Spectacular.
Whoa.
And she's still got more to go. She's doing fucking awesome. I had to go pick up a whole bunch of shit. She ordered a bunch of shit from Menards this weekend, so I went and picked up that. It filled up the bed of my truck with it, so there's a whole.
I mean, that's where you save big money.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think what you get like fucking. It's like 80 some packages of highlighters and some other shit. I forget what else she got from there, but all the boxes they brought out filled the bed of my truck, so. She's doing fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
And more to go. So everybody who donated, know that it's going to a fucking awesome cause, and the missus is knocking it out of the park.
What? What are you telling? Are you starting the kitty revolution now, Vonna?
Of course she is.
Now I'm doing now. Strike while the humans are weak. While they're distracted.
That's when you do it.
She was signaling for all of her kitty brethren to get involved, and then I scratched her kitty spot right above the tail, and she has to gnaw on her leg a little bit.
You fucking got me.
Put an end to the kitty revolution before it gets started.
Stop the coop. Speaking of coops, have any of you watched the new season of The Umbrella Academy yet?
Yeah, I watched the majority of it.
I just finished the last one earlier today.
Yeah.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Really good.
That show.
Really good. Been getting an hour or two in.
They've
after
been
study time.
doing a fantastic job with that. It's.
Yeah.
Thank
God it's not as angsty. Like the first season was kind of angsty.
Yeah, it was all.
Like Vanya was always. This season she's actually happy. They're giving Ellen Page something to work with, and that's fantastic because she's an amazing actress.
Oh yeah, she is.
But yeah, that one's. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, five is one of the best things ever.
Yeah.
88-year-old man stuck in the body of a 12-year-old.
Oh my god. That sounds cool.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a highly trained assassin, and he can bend space-time, so he kind of jumps around
Oh shit.
like Nightcrawler. Like it's like what would happen if the XMen did Nightcrawler right? Well, they did a pretty good job in X2. They did a pretty good job in X2 with Nightcrawler, but yeah, Five's pretty awesome.
If you haven't seen it, go watch the series. Watch season 1. Season 1 was still good. Season 2, I think it was way better in my opinion.
Might talk football. Well, I mean, football is getting started again, Tooney. So, I mean, we should talk football at some point.
Time is nearly here.
Yes. Time for you guys to defend the crown. I still owe you a tattoo meter. I hadn't forgot.
I know. I still
I
gotta
know,
wait for
man.
all the fucking tattoo shops here to open up. Believe me, I've been following. You that did open back up here, I don't trust enough to go in and get a tattoo from right now.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, gotta be safe about it.
Assuming none of our guys opt out, because that's the latest thing, is that pro athletes are opting out of their season because of the risk.
Yeah.
So assuming our guys opt out, we should be all right, even if they take away our preseason.
I was a little afraid Raheem Mostert was gonna opt out, but he wound up saying that he's actually gonna isolate in Ohio from his family for the entire time. So when he's off, he's going to Ohio to isolate.
Yep.
And because he just had a little kid and his wife's pregnant again.
I was gonna say that's the number one reason that guys are opting out from all the sports this year. There's been like a dozen different baseball guys, and then one of the Patriots just announced yesterday that he's not coming back this year because his wife is like 6 months pregnant or 7 months pregnant, and he can't risk that in the middle of the pregnancy and shit. So
yeah, we just had one of our receivers opted out, Travis Benjamin. He opted out for the season. He wasn't going to make the team anyway, but would have been nice to have him. He's a vet, good guy.
Better to have the option than to not.
Yeah, so he opted out of the season. I heard Marquise Goodwin opted out of the season. People were getting pissy about Marquise Goodwin. I'm like, he's one of the best dudes in the NFL. Like, dude, don't like. I understand you're mad because he was supposed to be part of your team, but like, he's a really good dude. Like, don't be mad at Marquise Goodwin.
You can't be mad at any of them for wanting to protect their family and their health. I mean,
It's not like these guys are just deciding that they don't want to play this year because it's not going to be as fun. They're all doing it to protect their families, and that's the most honorable reason you can sit back, because they're literally risking millions of dollars to protect their families. So
yeah, they're taking these huge pay cuts. I mean, granted, you're already a millionaire.
Pay cuts for it.
As long as you manage your fucking money, you're a millionaire. But
Right.
it's funny. I read an article this week on that stuff where they said they're looking at most all of the rookies that are coming on are probably basically going to redshirt their first pro year, where they're opting out and sitting a
all
bunch.
the way across the board. Yeah, pretty much everybody's going to be.
Which going to make next year's draft even more interesting.
yeah,
Between that and now The Rock making his power play,
Oh
that's
yeah,
going to make it real fucking interesting. For those who don't know, The Rock and his investors just bought the XFL from Vince McMahon flat out.
yep. Now their creditors are after him, but
Yeah, now
knew that was
exactly.
going to happen.
All the
But
debt collectors who were trying to get after Vince McMahon immediately switched right over to The Rock, which I'm guessing for him and his investors to make that kind of a purchase that publicly, they had a plan for this. They were ready for this.
well, the creditors got shot down already once by the courts on Vince, because it's in the paperwork, and they're going to get shot down again by The Rock and his people.
Yep.
Andrew Luck's dad I think he was a good choice as the commissioner, but the way The Rock's the way they're talking about setting the XFL up is they really do want it to be like a good gateway for kids that aren't going to make it in college to make their way up to the professional
They
level.
don't have to go to Canada, because that's realistically that's the only other option for the most part. Guys who don't make NCAA, quality fucking production that will get picked up by the NFL or the MLB or the NFL. Like, the only real other option is either go to an arena league where they're going to make chicken scratch and not ever really get a name, or go play in the CFL, where a lot of the secondary draft guys get pulled from for the NFL.
Yeah.
This will give them a states-based option here that's going to have way more eyes on it too.
Yeah, especially with The Rock being involved. Like, the dude knows publicity.
No, yeah.
well, the guy knows football. It's not like he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He played at University of Miami, so
Yeah. And I mean, the XFL was going really well, I thought.
yeah.
I thought it was going really well.
Oh yeah. A lot of people thought. A lot of the rule changes they implemented, people immediately were like, if you put that in the NFL,
Right, that would be.
what they're doing over here, they're making it
Like
safe.
their kickoffs, yeah. Yeah, their kickoff, the way they changed kickoffs, it
Love
was
that. I
was
fucking
perfect.
loved that.
It was perfect. So,
Oh, what's happening, Zebra?
Zebra!
Go!
How's the pride?
Right?
Yeah, exactly. How goes the pride of Lions, my friend? Oh, you're upset because I stopped the revolution before it started, Vana.
Poor cat.
She's just laying here with a look of depression on her face, like tonight was the night the humans died, and it all got sidetracked with a butt scritch.
Yeah, that does suck for the XFL though this year with everything that happened that shut it down early. That could have been a complete game changer.
Well, depending on that's one thing I was watching. I don't remember if it was Jim Rome or somebody else yesterday that was talking about that if they can get this creditor bullshit nailed down immediately and take a partial version of what they had, they can still create an XFL exclusive bubble, pick 8 teams to put together, introduce a bye week, and have a full season regardless of whatever else goes on, and still keep everybody in the bubble safe. They can still put on a shortened season. They're not going to have like playoffs and a full fucking Super Bowl and the whole kit and caboodle, but they broke down the logistics. It's 100% possible. They can keep the bubble intact like everybody safe is doing and have a miniature season this year and get themselves out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that sounds like a way better idea than saying we're going to be awesome next year.
Actually, yeah, Hippie, you're right. They did change how cameras were used in the NFL.
They did. I honestly think XFL kickoffs will make its way into the NFL sooner rather than later.
I hope. I think it'd be a great move.
Yeah, I like the extra point system as well. The extra point system was pretty sweet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're keeping the game as entertaining, if not more entertaining than it was before, but they're realistically making it safer for the players.
Yeah.
Which is how the game gets to be more of a longevity thing, where you don't have guys who play, their career in 4 years because they get fucking hurt so much.
Yeah, and I mean, it was like watching high-end college football, which you expected. It's not pro level, but it's high-end college level.
Yeah, you get
high-end college football's fun as fuck.
Yeah, you get to see all the potential. You get to see the guys learning how they work as a player. You get to see them to learn like the true team play styles and shit.
Yeah, and then you could really see how like the guys that were NFL capable. You could really see the difference between them and everybody else.
Yeah, the standouts are more noticeable. I agree.
Yeah.
Which, for them, that's probably a good thing, because that's a good way for them to get picked up as a free agent or something like that, and yanked over to the NFL.
For the guys who thought they wanted to be NFL players, and then they realize how much it's going to fucking take, and they realize that maybe they just want to play a touch league on Sunday once in a while, this ain't for them. It's an easy way to find out before you're in an NFL contract, and it costs you $4 million to get out of it.
Yeah. And they actually just had... like the standout safety who wound up dropping out to have to go take care of his family. Couldn't get back into college, played in the XFL, got drafted into the NFL.
Yeah.
That's the kind of cool stories we want.
Yep. Big J. What's up, Big J?
Do it. Kill them.
I mean, as long as there's some sort of sports around, I'm not going to be upset. I'm glad everything is finally making its way back and in a safe way.
So the 49ers, what they did is they bought sensors for all of their people. And all the NFL guys have to wear, or all the 49ers have to wear it. And it beeps every time you get within 6 feet of another person.
Wow.
So you know to get out of the bubble.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's smart. It's a good way to keep them on their toes and paying attention. It'll probably end up making things better going down the road for them, because that'll just become second nature to them then.
Yeah.
Kind of like that whole Pavlov theory. If you beep, you know you're wrong. Move.
Yep.
Except for you're not going to get a treat. The only treat you get is not getting the COVID.
Yeah, the only treat you get is multi-million-dollars.
Shit. If I can get on that program, sign me up.
Right?
I'll wear a fucking... You can put a shot collar on me and I won't get within 6 feet of anybody.
I'll just get hired by an NFL team to be the guy that wears a shot collar, that if any time someone gets within 6 feet, that'd be a nightmare with all them frat boys.
Yeah.
You'd make them laugh though.
For damn sure.
It's just training camp, Zebra. It's just training camp. There's no contact in training camp yet.
Yeah, shit, they won't. I was watching something on Green Bay this week. They're not even going to have a full padded practice at all until if they do those 2 preseason games, and that's an if, because chances are that'll probably
I thought
get
it was down to
changed.
1 preseason game now.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing is they keep changing shit around there.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time
I think it's just going to be one warm-up game, and then it's season, which means we won't really know what your team's going to be like until like week 5, week 6 now. Because it always the first couple weeks of the NFL, you can't take it for a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Like we've seen plenty of teams go 5-0 and then miss the fucking playoffs. So once a little tip gets put on what you're up to. Yeah, there's the actual NFL masks with masks built into it, so see people running around looking like fucking spaceballs.
Wow.
No, it's gonna be, yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for football. NBA restart's been going real good. Been enjoying the NBA basketball when I get a chance to catch some.
I've seen a basketball game in years.
I'm a Pistons fan, so I got no horse in the race at this point. But
Well, I got a horse in the race.
anybody? How about anybody but the Lakers?
How about the Bucks?
Fuck yeah, the Bucks are dangerous. The Greek Freak, man. Everybody's sure that he's leaving Milwaukee though.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. Every time they get a really good player, they end up losing him because they refuse to pay him.
You gotta pay the Greek Freak.
Yeah.
He'll probably be 2-time MVP after this year.
Yeah. And fuck, if the season one got shortened, probably would have ended up winning it all this last year. But,
Well, I mean, they're probably be first place in the East, so probably want to be in first place in the East. So, off chance they're going to win the whole thing still.
I mean, there's a couple things I don't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about the Brewers winning it all, because that's not going to happen. Fucking, I would say something about Badgers and the college football team, but those bastards, they're not even going to have a season this year, so.
Sounds like a lot of the programs. Well, I mean, the big programs, there's no fucking way they're canceling. But like, I saw UConn who canceled their football. They're not going to play. They're not going to play. Big Ten actually released their schedule.
Oh, so they are.
I believe the Pac-10 released their schedule. So the big leagues are going to play.
Yeah, the SEC said they were going to play. I remember seeing that, and I was like, fuck the SEC.
I know the Mountain West is going to play because I'm a Boise State fan, so I watch Boise State games.
I gotta love the blue field.
Fuck yeah.
That's my favorite part of college football is when Boise State's playing and I can watch them play on the blue field. Yeah.
Playing on the Nerf turf? Yeah. It's fucking awesome. Oh, and it's bizarre when you're driving through Boise and you're driving along, you happen to be going by Boise State, and like you glance over and there's just this bright ass blue in the middle, because everything in Boise is kind of tan. So you're driving through this kind of gray and tan city, and you glance over the side, and there's this great big blue monstrosity of a field. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, I love some East and Boise State football.
Huh.
Yeah, UConn canceled their complete season. Yeah, but I mean, it's just football. They're like, when it comes to college basketball, there's no fucking way UConn's canceling.
No, that's their cash cow right there.
Yeah. Just like here in Spokane, like Gonzaga. Like Gonzaga's rated number one in the nation right now. There is no fucking way they're canceling.
No, not when you got that kind of talent. You know what kind of cash that brings in. I mean, college basketball, to be honest, in my opinion, that's one of the hugest rackets in fucking all of college sports.
I mean, so is college football, but
yeah, college football's starting to get away from that because now they're allowing players, like you look out in California, to have their own likeness and get their own fucking money and shit from that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they all should have gotten paid from the NCAA games.
Oh yeah.
Like, even if it's only like $100 a year, you still should have gotten paid because they're using your likeness in the NCAA games. So
they're like, well, they are getting paid. They're getting free tuition. No, motherfuckers, because you're using them for way more than that.
Yeah. Like you've got 3 people sitting up at the top of your university making umpteen $1 million. You've got coaches that are making ridiculous amounts of money that they should not be making that kind of money. So
no, not at a college level.
Oh, Harmony, come on! I thought we were cool. Go Lakers.
Never.
You know what? I'm picking 2 teams right now. I'm picking the Bucks and I'm picking the Raptors. I'm taking the Bucks and the Raptors. That's my 2 teams. Who are you taking, TJ? You get 2 teams, man.
I have to go with the Bucks. It's just where I live. No matter how fucking terrible they are, it's kind of like rooting for the fucking Brewers. No matter how bad they are, I have to root for them. I guess media could say the same thing when it comes to like the Cubs because they sucked for a really, really long fucking time too. So I mean, but
for 34 and a half years of my fucking life. But there's still been a fucking red and blue flag right there the entirety of it.
Yeah, so I would go with a solid just one pick. I would say the Bucks based on what they did this last season.
Playing well.
Because they were playing so fucking well last season that when it got cut short, I was like, fuck, there went our chance. But let's see how they do this year. Hopefully it's better. But I don't know if you can get that kind of luck and go on that kind of run unless you're like a fucking 90s Bulls team.
Yeah.
Or the frickin' Golden State a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. What the shit?
What the hell was that?
What the shit?
Fucking phone was sitting funny and made a weird vibration when the notification came through. That was weird.
Damn right, Sporky. Basketball Joe. I got a basketball Joe.
And for me, it doesn't matter what sport's there, because the one I'm most concerned about is always MMA, kicky punchy. Because, to be honest, I don't have to pick teams. I can hate fighters if I want to. And no matter what, somebody's going to get their ass kicked.
Yep. That's
Sometimes both of them get their asses
Great thing
kicked.
about MMA.
Yes.
Whether it's your guy or somebody else's guy, somebody's gonna get their ass whipped before it's all said and done.
And sometimes, like you said, Fresh, it is both of them that do get their asses kicked.
True.
Which makes for a really good fight.
We had some fights of the year where it was just like
They've had some fights this year that I would throw up there and greatest fights of all
all
time.
times, yeah.
Yeah, there's been some cool shit. I'm glad I got reacquainted with the fight world thanks to Meter and you guys, because me and my dad used to watch a lot of boxing and then a lot of the early UFC stuff, you know. And I just lost touch of it for years. And just got it back.
Speaking of boxing, I do have to bring this up because this has really been grinding on me. What are your guys' honest opinions on Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight?
We're just talking about
Like, even you guys out there in comment land, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on that. So, I mean, you've got a 52-year-old Tyson coming out of retirement. Roy Jones Jr., he's been retired for how many fucking years, too? I mean, both of these guys are old. And to be honest, of the two, when you're looking at side-by-side pictures currently, Tyson looks like he's in better shape.
Absolutely.
Well, Tyson looks like he's got better quick twitch, which has always been his strong suit, because Tyson's arms are the size of all of our heads collectively.
Mm-hmm.
Tyson has always been able to snap punch you into next fucking Thursday. The problem is if it takes him more than 9.5 minutes to do that,
yeah.
that gas tank fade like the car that just blew its motor but still wants to race, and just Roy Jones, on the other hand, never had that power. He was never a one-punch KO dude. But he would punch the fuck out of you with a 9-punch combo in the 11th round and put you on your fucking back.
Yeah.
Good thing there's not 11 rounds in this fight, because it's only an 8-round exhibition?
It's an 8-round exhibition, though, yeah. When's the last time Tyson fought to 8 rounds? I'll wait.
Exactly.
Tyson never saw anything over 7, and that 7 was sad.
You know what's funny? I swear to God, I read something somewhere that said the only way that the commission was going to let those two fight is if they promised not to try to take each other's heads off.
They threatened to put a headgear sanction on it.
I was like, you're not going to...
We're like, okay. Both of them had to agree to exhibition-style fighting. Like, they weren't going to go headhunting at each other.
Well, it's fucking boxing. You're going to get hit in the head.
Yeah.
Right? And you're boxing a power puncher. Like, he's going to take your skull off. That's what people want to see, is they want to see Roy Jones Jr. get Mortal Kombated.
Yeah, they want to hear somebody yell, finish him.
Right?
Look at me.
I do.
So tired.
Should take a nap then.
I did.
This is with a nap.
Oh, good God, yeah, Wombatsky. Go out and look at some of his social media accounts. That dude's been training hard. And what's scary is, like, his new training videos, how fast he still is.
Rafael Cordero's got him on point right now, man. He's still terrifying. Like, he's got one of the best striking coaches in the world helping him fine-tune that fucking razor blade of a fucking punch that he used to have, and it's almost back to where it was.
It's scary that that thing can be honed that much, especially at 52. And you're right, he does dabble in quite a bit of the devil's lettuce there, but it...
Rogan ever had. It says something.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, the guy's in the cannabis business himself as well, so I mean, it's, of course he does.
I mean,
waiting for Tyson Farms to open up.
like they should, like, there was that clip of Tyson, like, just throwing a quick combo in a bar a couple of years ago, and people were like, oh, that's sped up. Like, if you watch him train, like, you're like, dude, that was never sped up. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, he's always been that
he's still
scary.
that quick. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be, as long as, I mean, there's still an off chance that Tyson knocks him the fuck out, even though they're not headhunting. There's still an off chance that Tyson could get him in the first couple rounds. If it goes past the first couple rounds, like, Roy Jones Jr. will just dance away and just...
I think if Roy can stay away from him for the first 4, like,
Yeah.
Tyson was lucky to get a good 4 when he was in his prime.
Yeah.
He's not
He's
anywhere
getting
near
tiered.
his prime now. Yeah, I agree. I think, but if we see a 3rd round, he starts sloping real hard as soon as that opening bell hits. But Roy can dance. Roy can dance all fucking night.
Yeah.
I bet you Tyson could put him out with a body shot if he wanted to.
That would actually be pretty interesting.
I mean,
Bet you my dick can put him out.
I bet you Dick could put him out.
Not Tyson, but Roy Jones Jr. Yeah, sure.
Roy Jones Jr., yeah. Roy Jones Jr. dancing away from the dick, and Lumi catches him with one upside the head.
Yeah, Tyson.
kapow.
Down goes Roy Jones Jr.
Fucking.
Mushroom stamp.
I don't think old guys should fight. Fair enough.
Brandon, I'll give them credit. Both of them look like they're in pretty goddamn good shape for their age, though.
Yeah.
Which is fucking.
That's the thing. Roy Jones Jr., when he stopped, like, he never stopped boxing. He stopped doing title fights. He kept doing 8 and 10 round exhibition matches with nobodies. He had one at the in November last year, like 8 months ago. He just had one. It was a 6-round exhibition match with some fucking young up and comer, so that he could show that young up and comer, like, yo, you don't know fucking everything, son. Slow down. But he was still in there actively boxing for, I think it was 6 rounds, like, months ago. He still got the dance ability. Can he outdance Tyson, though? That'd be interesting to find out.
I mean, when's the last time we seen Tyson fight? It was the early 2000s. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it was like 15. It was over 15 years ago.
I mean, he hasn't. Well, I mean, he did a couple like celebrity shits, but like he hasn't gotten like serious in the ring in 15 years.
Yep.
So,
It'll be interesting, to say the least.
yeah, it'll be. I think it's gonna be fun. I think they're both gonna get a truckload of money. So good on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Good
not
on
bad.
them. I don't think either of them needs it at this point.
No, I think
Tyson probably needed it 15 years ago. At this point, he's got a pretty good business manager, and
definitely.
he's got some properties that are worth some money. So he's in that cannabis game.
Yeah. Try my weeds, they're the best.
Try my weed.
He does have what's surprising, his podcast is actually pretty goddamn good.
Yeah,
He's an entertaining dude.
Yeah, there were
He's
a
an
couple
entertaining dude.
where he had
He
good
originally
guests,
said when he first started talking about all this shit that he didn't need the money, but he had put so much of his own money into Tyson Ranch that the first company to sign him a $1 million check to satisfy his investors is who he would put the fight on for. That was his original motivation for all this. He literally just wanted to basically GoFundMe $1 million so his creditors would relax for his weed fucking B&B campus that he's opening.
Oh, wow.
And then the whole Roy Jones Jr. thing came about, and now they're talking about these guys might be walking away with like $130 million each from this.
Yeah.
Perspective.
I wouldn't doubt it with the amount of pay-per-view buys that are going to go on to that.
Well, what's it? Conor McGregor and fucking Floyd Mayweather both Conor McGregor walked away with like 300 and Floyd walked away with like 500 million. Like, it was fucking ridiculous
Oh yeah.
how much money they made off of that. Ridiculous.
Boxing makes a fuck ton more money than MMA fighters do, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's why you always hear like the big name dudes like, yeah, I'll take an exhibition boxing match, sure. Who do you want me to fight? I don't give a fuck. I'll fight Floyd Mayweather and get danced around for 10 rounds. Fuck Floyd Mayweather, by the way.
Okay, everybody. What are we up to?
Can we acknowledge the Gypsy King? Okay. He's
I mean, he
acknowledged.
did lick a man's ear in the middle of a fight.
Yeah. And then proceeded to singing after the fucking fight was over. Albeit way out of tune.
Yeah, that dude's Tyson Fury's outrageous, but he's good for the sport. Keeps eyes on it.
Yeah, they need people like that. They really do. Because boxing hasn't done itself any favors in quite some time. Pure craziness. Oh, now that I've got that out of my head there, we can move along.
Move along from the sports. Your hair is looking very nice, Lindy.
I gave it a trim a couple of days ago. I think it really is making a difference. Everybody keeps saying my hair looks nice, and it's like I cut it a little bit, but I haven't really done much.
Sometimes that's all it takes. You just cut it right off.
I've thought about it every time I have to, because I don't want to go out during this shit. So I'm having to cut it myself, and I'll be sitting there like trying to snip away the edges, just like if I just snip away all of it.
Yeah.
Fuck, last week Tuesday I almost set my beard on fire. That was fucking scary.
Oh.
And I was cooking dinner and wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I leaned over the stove or something. Fucking flames. And I was like, what the fuck is that smoke? And I'm like,
Get out the clippers. Hit the edges.
yeah. Luckily I had a fucking appointment with the fucking barber the next day for my beard trim anyways, so fuck it. I'm not even gonna fuck with it. I'll let him deal with it.
There you go, Lumi. The zebra wants you to shave your head.
I really have been so tempted to. You don't even know.
I mean, you're sitting on a panel of 4 dudes who shave their heads, so.
I've never
need
actually
pointers.
really grown my hair out before. Like, I always cut it when it gets to this length. I'm trying my damnedest to let it get down to my chest so I can at least experience it and then decide. Unless somebody pays me like $3,000 and I'll shave it bald.
Or you could just cut it off and, give it to some kid who's going through cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Or you do.
Locks for love.
I heard they're a fucking scam because they charge for their fucking wigs.
Is there somebody else?
There's other people, but I used to do locks for love whenever my mom and I would cut our hair. We'd always do locks for love. But there's better places now.
Tree fitty.
Yeah,
Zebra says tree
Zebra
fitty.
said it'd give you a tree fitty.
I want to put 1,000 of it into savings, a couple hundred into wigs, and then maybe I'll put 2,000 into savings, and I'll have 1,000 to play with. Part of that will go towards wigs.
You gave me a monster tree, Freddy!
That ain't the zebra. It's that damn Loch Ness monster.
The damn Loch Ness monster. Only tree fitty.
Oh, we're T-minus 1 month from the Boys season 2. And what's really great,
They just dropped that trailer.
And they also confirmed already season 3 without even releasing season 2.
Okay, season 3 already got approval, yes.
Yep.
Yes. Something to look forward to in like a year and a half, because I'm sure filming had to stop for this shit as well.
Well, I mean, now that productions are going back up, like we're starting to get word on stuff again. So they're getting ideas on how to run stuff and
Yeah, I'm
keep people COVID free.
kind of bummed with all of this shit. Fucking Avatar 2 got pushed out to 2022. What are you motherfuckers?
Well, I mean, we were already supposed to have seen Black Widow at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck Disney for that
Well,
shit.
I was gonna say the good news is that we'll be able to see it soon, and it's only gonna cost you $30 plus your fucking subscription fee to watch it at home.
Yeah, they're releasing it. Is it same day they're releasing it? I'll probably. I mean, I want to go see it in the theater. I want to go sit in the theater and watch it.
For,
Like,
for the difference.
There's one thing I love. It's watching. I love going to see Marvel stuff opening night. I love it.
IMAX that bitch.
Yeah.
I would love to go to the movie theaters. I can't though during this shit. I just can't. I'm fucking too scared. I want to just sit at home, put it on my projector, not get sick, not go to the hospital. I'm good.
Well, I mean, that's always an option because of the way Disney Plus works with the crew. Just saying, I might do it for the crew. But,
Did they announce that they were gonna put it on Disney Plus, or they still?
yeah, same day release.
Same day, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so when's that?
They're doing the same thing with Mulan.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did a press release yesterday for Mulan / Black Widow.
Yeah,
When-
they're going
When-
November.
Ah, fuck.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, you got a couple.
That's when they moved it to. That's when they moved it to anyway.
Right.
So there wasn't any big Marvel movie outside of Black Widow this year anyway. So
No.
My Scarlett Johansson, and I want it now.
Right? God damn.
That ass.
That ass though.
That ass and them lips, yo. She got some nice lips. She's got them.
Classically beautiful woman in every way.
Oh, what was the name of the movie where she walked around naked for half of it? Where she was an alien, she was like eating dudes.
I can't remember the name of that movie. That's a fucking really weird movie, but
Really bizarre movie.
awesome because she's just butt naked the whole movie.
Apparently, a lot of the anime people did not appreciate that, though.
They didn't appreciate that movie?
Apparently,
No,
it wasn't.
you're thinking of Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell. The
Oh.
Beast was in Ghost in the Shell.
They really changed that movie from the anime a lot.
Yeah, and that's a fucking.
They actually took like 2 stories from the manga and combined them.
turned it into the new movie basically.
Turned it into the new movie, and they actually did quite a bit of it well.
That's it. Wired Talk. Big G. Under the Skin.
Okay. Yeah, Under the Skin. Yep, Under the Skin. That was the name of it for sure.
No, they Dark Towered Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
They took 2 pieces of a gigantic story and tried to turn it into a movie to give you a basic premise, and they didn't do it justice in either case really.
But they did do some of it really well. So
Yeah.
the visuals in particular, they did incredibly well. And they did elements of the story fairly well.
Well, there you go, Meter. Right there. Church does make a good point. You may as well spend $30 at home, make your own big-ass bowl of popcorn, and have your fucking big-ass Coke.
Oh, when I go to the theaters, I'm stashing shit in my fucking purse.
I was saying, you're not bringing the right women with you to the movie theater, my friend.
They're watching Lost in Translation.
We always take the biggest purse possible. I know how that works.
I have like a duffel bag sized like leather purse that I got on clearance for like $7 at Kohl's, and this thing is like a duffel bag.
Oh yeah, stop yourself at the Dollar Tree.
I was gonna say we hit the Dollar Tree before we hit the theater, literally.
Yeah, dude, we have.
Well, you know, we go to
$1.
Walgreens because they sell the candy in the exact wrappers that you get at the theater.
Ours are pretty damn close, I'd say.
We go to Walgreens. You put it down in the bottom of Jax's purse. Usually, have her sneak me a seltzer or two in.
Yep.
Bottom of her purse, because they always open up that purse, and they look real quick, and then you're on your way.
They check purses where you are?
Yeah.
They do here now too.
I've never had my purse checked.
Yeah, they don't do that here either.
Like the movie theater that I used to live right next to, where I always went and saw everything that had recliners and all that stuff. I would take a sack of Arby's up in that bitch.
I want to go.
They did not give a shit. Like I would walk in with like a Jamocha shake, bottle of water under my arm.
I want to go to the movie theater that serves like alcohol.
They've got a couple of those around here.
Those are usually the little indie theaters now. The little indie theaters. We've got one downtown here. There's actually a house over there that I might
actually fuck it.
I guess I just live in an alcoholic state because there's a lot of theaters here that do the beer.
They're
Some of them have on tap.
Like we're a college town here, so we've got 5 state colleges in our town. So yeah, every theater here pretty much serves alcohol.
Now that I think about it, as long as they keep releasing shit like for people to watch at home, I could just get a fucking thing of whiskey and go sit on my bed and with my nice big projector and be like, boom, bitches.
Just find a random B-roll track of someone nonchalantly talking indescriptly and leave it playing in the background. It's like you're there.
I need to get a better sound system for that projector because right now I have like some really old computer speakers put into that projector, so it's just.
Hey.
Just go spend like $150 on a sound bar.
No,
totally worth it. Totally worth it.
They're worth it.
Like a good sound bar is worth it.
Well, yeah, because it sounds like surround sound too. Because now they've got them so tuned in now that you can't tell the difference.
I can't justify spending $150 on something like that. Like the reason why I got a $70 projector is because I didn't want to spend $120 on a 40-inch screen TV.
Same.
We could bring it here and we could hook it up to my 900-watt PA with my 5-foot-tall freaking house speakers that I have.
Yeah.
Dude, when I hook up the computer to those and I play like classic Nintendo and like all those games that have like the synth sounds and shit, it bumps so hard, harder than any goddamn rap song I've ever heard. Fucking Mega Man 2 is like, it's like yes! So fucking epic.
This is the way.
Yeah, I love the way Nintendo games sound out of like badass fucking speakers. Or when I do the arcade emulator out of those speakers, it feels like you're in an arcade in like 1989. It's fucking gorgeous. Because I missed that.
Arcades were awesome.
They felt so like not dangerous, but like you're a little bit on the edge, a little edgy when you were a kid, you know, because people were smoking cigarettes everywhere, and like there was like kind of, you know, maybe like a trashy girl watching a dude play Galaga, and you were like, whoa.
The closest most kids ever came to like the real seedy underbelly of a city was hanging out in an old school arcade.
Yep.
Like a kid's version of a pool hall, really.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I remember going to both.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I didn't really go to play pool. I mean, we'd take quarters with us to play a game, but we took most of our quarters to buy cigarettes out of the vending machine.
That was the bowling alley by me.
I was gonna say that's what our bowling alleys were for.
Sneak in there like you're going to the bathroom, was right by where you go downstairs to the bathroom, and you'd have your quarters ready. You'd fucking pop them in real fast, pull it, fucking grab them, and be like, "Yikes! I'm getting out of here."
Crafty little bastard back in the day.
Yeah, it was $2.50 in quarters. I remember in that machine.
Yeah.
So you'd have them fucking ready.
I think that's about what they were at that fucking pool hall. Like,
94.
it was like $2.50, $3. You just fucking pop. Fast as you could get those fuckers in there.
I remember when my buddy got a job working at a gas station, walking in, flashing an ID, throwing $1 down for a pack of Newports.
Oh yeah, before they started putting those signs up in every gas station in like early 2000. You must be at least this weak hard. Ugh.
Well, it was my buddy working the counter, so.
Oh yeah, well.
That's also how I was getting like 12 packs of beer and.
Oh shit, I was never so lucky.
Mad Dog. Boone's Farm.
I was fortunate enough to live maybe about 3/4 of a mile from like a drive-up cigarette stand. It was literally just a trailer, and like you would drive up and you'd fucking talk to the thing. They'd be like, "Hi, how can I help you?" You're like, pack of Marlboros. All right, 1 second. And then $2.50. And they never carded. They just never carded. So if you had a friend who had a car, or if you had a driver's license, like that's what like you looked forward to. Like, oh, I can't wait till I can drive because then I can go get cigarettes. They won't card. And it was painted like a carton of Marlboros, like the trailer. So it just looked like a giant Marlboro carton on the side of the road.
Schmidt Ice. I remember Schmidt Ice. Drinking Schmidt Ice because that was the cheapest, highest alcohol content beer. Ugh.
Oh, Jeff's out there. He knows all about the Marlboro box. Take me to the Marlboro. Let's go to the Marlboro box. And then they changed it. It was a Camel box for a while. It looked like a carton of Camels, and then it was a Newport box, like the same color scheme as a carton of Newports, but they didn't have the word Newport on it. It was called Mr. Lucky's, but it was like in the same font, so it's really weird and kind of confusing. It's probably still what it is. I don't know because I don't buy cigarettes anymore.
Sainides. Woo. Good night.
We used to do the St. Ides 40 ounces.
Yep.
So we had a gas station back in the day, because when you can grow a mustache like Mario at 13, most gas station attendants didn't pay much attention back then. We'd buy those motherfuckers by the case for like $5.
Oh. Malt beverage, not even beer. Malt beverage.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't even a beer.
Yeah, that shit was fucking disgusting.
It was so bad, man.
Especially looking back at that stuff now. Like, at the time, whatever, it didn't matter.
Don't care.
Yeah, we were
having fun.
We didn't care. We were just happy we could get something.
Oh, yeah. Their fucking crazy-ass labeling. Had, like, the hologram on the front of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had some gnarly shit.
I remember my friend David's dad was gone one weekend, so we all went and stayed at his place. And yeah, one dude brought like a couple of 12 packs, one dude brought some weed, and we were rebelling hard. Sitting on the roof, jumping off the roof onto the trampoline.
Nice. That's right, Jeff. Only me and Jeff know what that means. Oh my god.
Fuck.
That's sad they tore down the
smoke box.
Box, yep. It's like a little landmark. So weird. Probably spent thousands of dollars at that place.
Vega was drinking literally the most generic beer you could get your hands on, called beer.
Just beer. I remember the generic brand where it was just white with like black lettering on it.
God.
Go out to my grandma's place and they'd have like movie night over at the high school. And so you could go over there and it was like 25 cents and they'd give you a root beer. And you got a white can that said root beer in black on it.
Wow. White label root beer.
That was the government issue root beer right there.
Yeah, right.
Yep, generic ass school level beer or root beer.
Like the generic government issued fucking peanut butter came in the big silver canister.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Fucking had to mix all the oil in every fucking time you used it.
Or you could do
Yeah,
anything
it's
with it.
separated
Yeah.
all the time.
And government cheese, still the best grilled cheese sandwiches on the planet.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, there's something about that shit on a grilled
Something
cheese.
about
I don't
that
know what it
cheese,
is.
man. Yeah, people won't even know.
Came in that cardboard box.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. Make grilled
The
cheese,
government cheese.
ramen noodles, and I'm going back to bed after this.
That's like a stay home sick from school meal. Mom fucking makes you grilled cheese and some ramen noodles.
You know what you do. You know what you
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
You get your ramen noodles. You cook them up, and then as soon as you take them out of the pot, you throw a slice of American cheese on top of that bitch.
It just sounds weird.
It's good.
I don't know why, but lately, like the lymph nodes on the side of my neck have been really swollen and kind of painful. So I've just been taking it easy.
I'd say that's not good with someone with autoimmune disease.
Shit.
Well, when I went to my doctor's last time, they would bubble up on the side of my neck. They're like, "Well, it's not cancer because it hurts," and that's all they did for me. So
Well, I mean, yeah. I played in the school band Wizards too.
I
bland.
ironically did not ever. I was
played French horn.
Nice.
Yeah, I was in marching band and orchestra band.
I was in
also
church
played in
choir
the
when I was a little shorty.
Sakura.
Hey.
Shit.
Hey girl, hey.
Well, I guess better late than never.
You know, right?
You have 5 minutes to stare at us, Socorro. Good luck.
Ooh, that does sound good. That does sound good, Zebra.
She has to see this face at 5 in the morning. So.
Yep, played the French horn gizzards too. I've actually looked several times at buying another French horn.
Closest I got to playing in band
Thinking about it.
was in probably 5th or 6th grade, and that was playing the recorder. That was all she wrote. I was like, nope, I'm over this. I was more interested in what sports could I get myself into. Wrestling, check. Football, check. Baseball, check.
I messed with the trumpet a little bit, so I can like.
You sang in the choir, Gizzards? I believe it. Gizzards got the voice of an angel.
I bet.
Right.
Oh come on, ye faithful.
Like there's a market for a man with a gravelly voice. That's all I'm saying.
There is indeed.
Go look at the Dead South. That dude's got nothing but gravel in his throat. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, fucking. Look at even Johnny Cash. He's a gravelly voiced man.
Right.
That dude made a hell of a fucking living off of it.
Yeah. That's something I should put in for the Adams. No, there's no way it's made top 100.
What's that?
Dead South. Something from Dead
Yeah.
South. There's no way.
Depends on which chart you're looking at.
I don't know. Some of their videos have like ridiculous amounts of views. Get him to break his gravel out.
Go buy a pack of Marlboros. Never. That's a joke, everybody.
I tried playing the clarinet too, Jacob Bum J, and I broke my arm, and I had real trouble fingering it.
Louis,
Right.
you're such a 4th grader.
Gosh.
He said fingered.
That's right.
I thought about laughing out loud, but I was like, no.
Yeah, so I gave that up. French horn.
That's hilarious.
Which was a nightmare when you were trying to haul that thing around and being an elementary kid and just being a little dude.
You're only as little as you believe, Fresh Show 3.
I got so strong, Louie.
Lugging the fucking French horn
Lugging a
around.
French horn around.
As a fucking 8-year-old.
weighing like 35 pounds myself and trucking around a 35-pound instrument.
Yeah, right?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure, Big G. The next time Gizzard puts a show on, I'm sure I'll be on his soundboard.
In trouble fingering.
Talking about fingering stuff.
I mean, all he has to do is
Ian
watch
Phil Basardo, stretch it out, wiggle it a little bit.
Just wiggle a little bit, stretch it out.
Ian Phil Basardo, living side by side on Gizzard's soundboard. Everyone Ivana.
Alright, well, we've hit that last minute of the evening. Glad to be back after a week off. Not gonna lie, it was nice to take a week off. Sorry, guys. Not that I don't love y'all, but it was nice to have a Wednesday where I could just go to bed and wake up at 2:30 in the morning to go fishing. Anyhow, we'll see you guys all next week. Don't forget, educate, advocate, not for yourselves or any of us up here. For those fucking smokers that have not made the switch yet, we need to keep this alive for them. And to anybody who is interested in kicky punchy things, we'll be here tomorrow night because there are events this weekend.
Yeah, there are.
Oh,
And body constrictor in action.
that's right. Oh, he's probably gonna get slept. Anyhow, love you guys. See y'all next
Laura
week.
wants to say happy birthday to Adam before we leave. Isn't it on the 8th?
Yeah, it's on Sunday, isn't it? Saturday.
Maybe it's because we're not going to be on the stream on a Saturday. No?
I'll be streaming Saturday.
I'm not being awake for your stream, though.
I probably will be.
Oh.
If you're up and around, Adam, come on, we'll do some birthday mixing for Adam.
Yeah. Only
Everybody's making strawberry cakes.
Only if you sing to me.
Oh, you better believe it. You better believe these silky tones.
Would you expect anything less, Adam?
No.
Okay.
Just want to make sure.
Oh, there you go.
My own ego.
On that note, we're going to send you out of here. See you guys all next week. Enjoy a little music on the way out. And have fun. Be safe. And
Bye.
Bye. Exactly.
Bye. I like masturbating.
We get some rules to follow. That and this, these and those. No I drift along the ocean, dead lifeboat in the sun, and